the best possible way. Do you know that feeling? The sucker punch that takes your breath away and kind of makes you want to puke? I usually get it when I'm listening to a sermon that I'm sure is for everybody else. And then my pastor says something that is clearly, too clearly, meant for me. That's what her words felt like. I thought we were just having a nice, honest conversation, and she had to go and say something like that. And yet that one comment struck me in a way that awakened something soulful and sincere in me. She was right, and it hurt, but she wasn't finished. Whit, you are the most sincere, real person I know. You're self-aware and transparent, maybe to a fault. Your problem isn't that you don't know or own what's broken about you. The problem is you don't seem to really want to do anything about it. It's like you think owning it is enough. And there it was. Now, if you're anything like me, the concept of brokenness may feel kind of played out, a cliche word Christian girls share like Starbucks selfies. We talk about it a lot in church circles. We toss it around with other Christian-y buzzwords like authenticity, transparency, raw, and real. Now, these virtues are added to ideals like community and fellowship to form a kind of modern petri dish for spiritual maturity. If you get all of these elements together in one person or place, you've got yourself a greenhouse for spiritual growth. But what if talking about it isn't the same thing as actually doing it? What if posting or sharing it doesn't actually change us? What if our greenhouses are just filled with gas? My crazy wise friend had summed me up just right. I was content to be broken, but not so concerned with being better. I can do transparent, but transformation? Not so much. My mind was spinning. I was thinking of 100 ways that I could justify myself, offer up an excuse, or grab a scripture that I could slap on this situation. Likely out of context, because that's usually what happens when we try to use scripture to suit us. That would make me sound spiritual. But when I looked at her face, I sensed that this conversation didn't need more conversation. I didn't need to talk my way out of this one. I needed to sit with that truth and, to the best of my ability, get out of my own way and let the truth work me over. The result is what you hold in your hands. Now, to be completely transparent, because, well, how could I not be? We can't totally diagnose what's wrong without considering ourselves just a little bit. A woman can't totally ignore her own habits, motivations, desires, or behaviors if she truly desires to change those things. But I hope you'll navigate this dangerous path with me. There are deadly traps ahead. Yes, transparency and brokenness are necessary for the believer. We do need to be honest with ourselves about our sin, but we must not get stuck there. It's not that transparency is bad. It's that we often get stuck there and don't move forward to the whole point of confessing our brokenness in the first place. Change. It sounds wild, but transparency really can be the trap that keeps us from getting to the gospel-centered goal of transformation. We may think it starts with us, but praise his matchless name, it was never meant to end with us. You know, when you buy or download a movie, there is often a feature where you can watch the film and hear the director's commentary over the movie dialogue. Well, my life has one of those. And if you could hear the director's cut swirling in my mind, you'd realize that it's composed mostly of Friends lines and random song lyrics. Today's accompaniment is the line from The Sound of Music. Let's start at the very beginning, a very good place to start. I was humming it as I was wrestling with my friend's comment. The next line of the song is, when you read, you begin with A, B, C. And when you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. Well, there it is again, me, or in this case, me. I think we should start at the very beginning. So I started asking myself, why am I sick of me? The answer that kept coming to me was, well, I'm sick of me because it's just not working. But what's not working in my spiritual life? I needed to get specific. Here's the thing. We can't address what we won't admit. And we only make general progress when we pursue general solutions to fix general problems. Let me give you an example. I'm a little squishier than I'd like to be. So every year I make a New Year's resolution to lose weight. But that's a generic solution to